Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the American League Central, Justin Wilson got win number 1 on the year as the Tigers claimed the win over the Marlins 4-3. The Texas Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-5. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-5. Garrett Richards twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 5-0. Gio Gonzalez pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 2-1. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Cubs held their opponent to just 2 hits as they made short work of the Padres 7-0. The Astros snapped their 7-game losing streak as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 1-0. The Milwaukee Brewers allowed 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-3. The New York Mets had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 9-6. Clayton Kershaw got his 3rd win this season, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 3-1. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-2. Trevor Bauer collected win number 3 this year as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 5-2. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. The Kansas City Royals totaled 11 hits as a team as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 2-1. The White Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-2. The Red Sox went deep 4 times as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-6. The Rangers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-5. Carlos Correa was a major force at the plate driving in 4 as Houston bested the Blue Jays 5-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Braves total 11 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 10-7. Anthony Rendon plated 3 runs on the day, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 3-2. The Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 9-2. They now have 6 straight victories. The A's got together to allow 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined for a 4-hitter as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 1-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 11 overall hits as they dismantled the Giants, 8-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined for 4 total home runs as they toppled the Rockies, 9-3. Corey Spangenberg made history by hitting for the cycle as the Padres grabbed the victory over the Cardinals, 9-8. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Brett Lawrie collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 8-3. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the American League. Right now, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 6 games out of first. The Tigers are second in the division, only a half game back. The Royals had 12 hits as a team as they pummeled the Yankees 8-2. As of today, the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central, 5.5 games back. The Yankees are leading the American League East, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. The Jays allowed only 5 hits as they took down the visiting Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the AL Central, the Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-3. In other Twins news, right fielder Mark Trumbo will be out for at least a couple of weeks as he's been placed on the 15-day DL. He is dealing with a strained shoulder muscle. Carlos Carrasco tossed a dominating complete game shutout as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 3-0. He currently owns the best ERA in the American League. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2. The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they pulverized the Twins 8-2. Jose Abreu launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the White Sox were victorious against the Angels 6-5. Andrew Miller earned the 3rd W of his season as the Indians got the win over the Rangers 4-3. The Mariners combined to allow only 4 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-0. Trevor Cahill earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as Toronto took care of the Rays 3-1. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-2. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-3. The Atlanta Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-3. The Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-0. The Phillies starting pitcher, number 35, got the win throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 4-1. Ryan Braun dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Brewers took care of the Reds 8-3. The Oakland Athletics allowed 5 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-2. The San Francisco Giants cracked 16 hits on the day as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 8-2. The Dodgers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they walked off in extras against the Cubs 6-5. The Marlins got together to allow 4 hits as they
Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of 3 between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Robbie Ray gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's eclipsed that 200 strikeout number. Really been good this year and missing a lot of bats.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana giving chase. He's got it one away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, well, they definitely need Hosmer to get back on track. He's without a steal in this series. Not a stat line you hear about him too often. Just needs to work on getting on base, and then he can think about being aggressive and taking an extra 90 feet.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. Salvador Perez will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Matt Wisler, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got over 200 innings, which tells me he's thrown deep into a lot of ball games. Looking to do the same here in this one.
And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Miguel Sano will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's having just a great season, but it's so hard to lead all 3 categories. He's not even in the top 5 in average.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an Ep.4 on the play. Edwin Encarnacion will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. 1-1, here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. These Royals, Eric Karros, entering play here this afternoon. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Brian Dozier will take his first cuts now. Currently 2nd in the American League in home runs.
And also near the top in runs scored, so he's a major part of their offense.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Wilson Ramos will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Fly ball out toward left center field. Markakis has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. On to the 2nd inning now for Minneapolis with Gurriel steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. And that misses 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 6th, the designated hitter, Chester.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Nick Markakis will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. To 2-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Darwin Varney gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Kenny Vargas will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Ready on 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 7.
Domingo Santana will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Ketel Marte digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here. And when 1 through 9 in your lineup can pretty much all hit for average, you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of games.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Danny Santana will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Well, he hit the fastball, so we're going to see right here if they still come at him with the hard stuff.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Lorenzo Cain is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Darwin Varney will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Now batting.
Lorenzo Cain stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. Paulo Orlando makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning. Reined in. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Yep, another day, another victory. Number 82 for him on the year, so that at least assures them of finishing the season with a winning record.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close two-run victory. And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Edwin Encarnacion. Talk about a worthy recipient. Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Striding into the box, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Under it now is Trumbo, and the converted infielder has it for the first out.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Trumbo has a beat on it, 2 down.
Batting third baseman
Josh Donaldson gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit well on the ground to first. On with it, the first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Eric Hosmer will stand in now, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Second baseman
Brian Dozier will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Hot shot on the ground is short. Tulowitzki on the grass. Throw gets him, 2 down.
batting third.
Mark Trumbo gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Pillar's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Lucas Duda makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Michael Saunders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Michael Saunders.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up. Miguel Sano strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. And the pitch on 2-1. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knot things up at 2-2. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And Saunders will handle this one for out number 2.
Batting 6th. Catcher.
Wilson Ramos gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And this will continue on untouched into center field. Just went right past him. Blake Swihart set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Chris Colabello will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. Drilled to the left side. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. A.J. Jimenez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
To 2-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half. Ketel Marte digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. 3-1, here it is. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Eric Hosmer will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
Well, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
That's exactly what you got to do against a good fastball hitter. Keep him guessing and don't let him sit on the hard stuff, even in a fastball count.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
the second baseman, number 2.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Brian Dozier. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
The 2-1 on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. The cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here, and he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Baseman, Miguel.
Settling in now, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting.
Kenny Vargas is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. One and one, here it is. In there, 1-2 now.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 out, 9 down.
Over to the bag with it is Hosmer, and he'll get the out.
The batter.
Into the box, Devin Travis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Sano takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. Wilson Ramos is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Lifted in the air out to right. Pilar has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Digging in,
23.
Blake Swihart. He reached on a single in his first try. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Saunders going back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now
Well, and I
batting.
think that's the thing with throwing that
Center
changeup
fielder.
as slow as he does.
Jimmy
You're going to make that
Santana.
hitter supply all the power himself. He gets good wood on this thing, but not enough to get it out of here.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now
Digging
batting.
in, Ketel Marte,
Shortstop.
as the switch hitter will take his cuts
Marte.
left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Eric Hosmer gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
A little bouncer. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side. Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Well, if you break a guy's bat, you've almost always made a great pitch. But here, he might have gotten a little more than he bargained for as this ball's back at him. But he's able to focus on the task at hand and makes a nice play.
Into the box now, Michael Saunders. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Brian Dozier will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pilar is there, and he'll bring this one in. Mark Trumbo will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Pilar has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Miguel Sano will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Chris Colabello makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later. Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Kevin Pillar will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
A.J. Jimenez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting...
And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 2-0. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Therefore, it is Saunders, and he takes it for the first out.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Ramos will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Blake Swihart steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Aaron Luke will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Hot shot to third. Donaldson's up with it. There's 1 on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bull. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, it's just game 1 of the series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
A quick out number 1.
Third baseman, number 20.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Josh Donaldson will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, you can see this building even from the first couple of innings. He still has not allowed a hit, and I think he'll certainly have enough to go the distance if so required.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ketel Marte steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Liner towards second. And a rather easy first out.
The first baseman, number
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Brian Dozier will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is Saunders. Gone! It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Well, he had gotten the first two guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this seventh inning. But whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Into the box, Mark Trumbo. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
You almost get the sense here that he wants to stay away from throwing the fastball. Almost like he doesn't want to get burned.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Kevin Pillar will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0. Trevor Cahill is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Miguel Sano will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
In there, a base hit.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Ramos ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
A little tapper. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to 2nd and 3rd with 1 away now.
The batter,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Blake Swihart. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Danny Santana comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Oh, this pitch is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And the run is in to score from 3rd. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting,
Ketel Marte will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Twins forced to settle for one. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Twins 4, the Jays nothing. Kicking off the top of the ninth, A.J. Jimenez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
A note passed along from our producer, Chris Cutcliffe, tells me to remind you to stick around for post-game highlights immediately following this afternoon's game right here on the show.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the third baseline, backhanded. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now. Devin Travis will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Josh Donaldson will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to